Joy Officer. I do love the title. Can you just tell a couple of words about yourself?
Yeah, I'll tell a couple of words during the presentation about me, but I want to share a story that I hadn't planned to share. Yesterday was my birthday. That wasn't the point of the story.
Anyways.
Thank you. And I was outside having a cigarette yesterday morning and met some strangers. And one guy I was talking to disappeared for 5 minutes. And I thought, how rude. He came back 5 minutes later. With this bag. In this bag, were whistles. In this bag was, it's my birthday. Oops, sorry. And a man I've never met before. He's a very special man, he's called Gordon. He might walk in later, so if he does, I'll give you the sign. But such random acts of kindness, look, it made my day. It made my day, and I get emotional thinking about it now, if I'm honest. And that, for me, is what HR is about. Human resources. It made a difference to my day. And all, with no tech, with no processes, with no policies. I just wanted to share that story because it's very special to me. So, to the presentation. If Gordon walks in, I'll give you the key. So, the power of thank you. What if I were to tell you that we have an employee engagement initiative that has driven over 90% employee engagement after 18 months? That has, in that time, we've reduced staff turnover and we've increased our success rate at recruitment. And we've done all that with no policies, no rules. Thank you. That's the end. Unfortunately, you guys do not. This is fundamentally a story about gratitude, about positivity. It's about trust, and it's about connection. My name is Max Hunter. I'm the Chief Joy Officer at Loylogic. For half of my time, I do help other companies the other half of the time to become a great place to work. What I believe we probably all went into HR for. And I listen to the people, what they want, what they need to be motivated to make it a great place to work. And then we have the initiatives and the ideas, and then we embed them in a way that sticks. It's not all been roses. I've learned a lot from the failures, and we've had some wonderful successes too. When people hear that I'm the CJO, the Chief Joy Officer, I am on the board of the company, by the way. It's not just a made-up title. It's kind of made up. I get lots of reactions, from laughter to curiosity. But I'll tell you what a CJO is not, first of all. I don't go around providing massages. It's not that kind of joy. I had some more suggestions yesterday evening, but that's for another day. It's not about beanbags in the office or gym memberships. Sometimes I believe these things are the plasters over the wound. We know it's a bit crap to work around here, so have some stuff to try and forget about it. So that's what it's not. What is it? Well, we've done many things. We've helped people to find thank you. We've helped people find their purpose in the organisation, aligned their KPIs to that. We've revealed the company values and embedded them in many different ways. In fact, we've changed the performance appraisal process to no longer be about appraisal, but about conversations and growth. In fact, we've used language to redefine HR in our business. Our HR team is not called HR. They're called the People Experience Team. It's about the experience people have in the company. We no longer use the word employee, which, by the way, means a person who exchanges their time for money. Look it up. We use the word pilot, because they're the pilot of their own growth. We no longer use the word manager. Who wants managing? The managers are called co-pilots. They are supporting our pilots on their flight growth. This has shifted things. We're not 100% there yet with the shift, but it's working. And we've launched this internal digital workplace app, which you'll hear about, but for me this is all about connection for people across offices. Again, it's the human side. You'll also hear the business side of it too. So, just a quick bit about Loylogic, the company where I'm the CJO. Loylogic create experiences, rewards from loyalty miles and points. You all have, I'm sure, some airline loyalty program. You can spend your miles either on flights or on products and experiences from such reward shops. And we, for example, did the Etihad reward shop, amongst others, hotels, banks. But because we believe in loyalty, reward, we have our own internal version where our employees can earn and points and then use those to go and buy things from our reward shop. It's called Choice. You'll hear more about that later. Loylogic started small, as all companies did, and there's now 130 people in 8 different countries. That happened quick. And I noticed when I started this disconnection between our people, which meant less collaboration. It meant less joy, a lot of friction, emails, faceless stuff. So one of the first things I did was to launch this internal digital workplace app. It's provided by Beekeeper. We call it Loy Life. Everything starts with Loy. And it's both on mobile and on desktop. Not mean to oversimplify, but it's almost like an internal Facebook. It's got far more functionality than that. You can learn about it and use it. But to give you a picture, it's like an internal Facebook. So what I did when I launched it is I put my trust in the people. I wanted no rules, no policies. The board were a bit nervous. But what if, but what if, but what if? People abuse it, they post this, they do that. I said, whoa, start with the trust. If they abuse it, then we'll bring in some rules and policies. 18 months later, we don't have a single rule or policy. Also, the content is made by the people, like on Facebook. The content is made by the people. And therefore, the content you will see from now on is made by our people. They love it. They love contributing. So I make no apologies for what you see is not professional quality, because we don't hire video editors. Our people want to make stuff. So that's what it is. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear what people at Loylogic, I interviewed a few of them, and let's hear what they have to say about Loylogic.
We are a very, very distributed company. Across 110 odd people, we have 7 offices. Creates a lot of trust issues, problem with communication.
Well, there are 4 things that come to my mind. One is definitely revolutionized the way the employee engagement happens in the company.
It gave a soul to the company, It gave more soul than we had previously.
So people feel like they are part of the company, they are part of the entire ecosystem which Loylogic is.
Secondly, the way the employees communicate with each other.
So for me, the best thing is that it gives me a way of understanding and seeing what's happening in the rest of the company, and a way for me to share what my team and I'm doing with the rest of the company as well.
I am in the sales team and I travel quite a lot. For me, it's great to see what the officers do that are a little bit more distant, because otherwise there is no way I could have a feel of their day-to-day life and what they're working on.
Thirdly, there's lots of fun that we're having, knowing each other.
Feeling of a team, actually, to feel closer to each other despite the location.
Interpersonal connections, feeling like there's really people on the other side of the world. It's not just, Skype robots.
The sense of community has increased by several orders of magnitude since Loylife was introduced.
And lastly, the knowledge sharing part.
All major announcements beyond just thank yous go onto Loylife. Loylife has become the kind of the message board for the whole company and a way for everyone to communicate with one another.
So it's a great way to learn more about our clients and our products that I can use in my day-to-day work, in my sales role.
Loylife has kind of become the glue that now holds the company together. And so, without Loylife, there would now be a gaping hole at the center of Loylogic.
So how did we start it? Well, we started with a game. We called it Best Team Selfie. But we asked each team around the world, there were like 30 teams, to just take a picture of themselves. People came up with some shocked us in an amazing way. One team in India wrapped themselves in toilet paper. And in 4 pictures told the stories of the mummies. I'll share with you later. And the team in Zurich got into the bathroom in the office and did their morning routine, including our CFO, the guy with the best. And the winners, aptly called the Loylife Tribe, they called themselves, painted their faces, got topless, the guys, that is. No policies. And that's in the office. So this suddenly created a sense of connection across the organisation. People having fun, seeing the human side, not the Skype robots, not the nasty emails. And it went on from there, spontaneously. People started to post success stories, new products, new clients, tough meetings, good meetings. We welcomed new joiners on there as well. Spontaneous happy birthdays appeared. That went on to thank yous, I'll tell you more about that in a bit, to our people experience team, sharing information. And one of our top users is the CEO, Dominic Hoff, who shares, who becomes human, who says thank you. So, to our thank you initiative, and I will overrun, and I make no apologies for this. This is our internal initiative where people get to thank each other. But I won't tell you about it. I want you guys to experience it live in this auditorium. So first of all, I want you to think for a few seconds about someone in your office, in your company, that you would like to thank for something they've done for you recently. Take a few seconds. Once you have that, please very briefly, can you share that story with the person next to you? Don't be shy. I'm going to have to stop you there, guys. You know what? You can continue that sharing afterwards if you didn't finish. That's important. I'd like you to connect, please. Okay? Now, you will all get a gift as you leave today. They'll be handed out at the door on the way. It's a bar of chocolate. It says thank you all over it. It is organic and it is from Switzerland, so. It's not for you. I want you to take it back to the person you wanted to thank. I want you to give it to them. And I want you to tell them why you're giving it. Who commits to doing that, please? You all seen the commitment. That's our thank you initiative in a nutshell. But we do it digitally. But that's the power of thank you. So, how does it work in our place? First of all, you get thanked. I got thanked here for telling someone something about Game of Thrones. Loylogic then give me, the thankee, 200 points, internal loyalty points. These then go into our choice reward shop, and I have about 12,000 points. And then I can see who gave them to me, and then I can go and buy something, buy with my points from the reward shop. Like the gift you're going to give to someone for saying thank you. Every thank you receives a reward. And it's spontaneous. If you have any challenges to whether it works, whether people abuse it, speak to me afterwards. But again, let's hear what the Loylogics have to say about the thank you initiative.
It's a very, very awesome way to thank someone or to reward someone of the good deeds that they are doing.
It's like, I find it's a sincere thank you from the people, and that gives you a positive boost. It can make your day.
Showing gratitude, and people become themselves more positive in life, and that reflects in their work as well.
And it's a great catalyst when it comes to bringing a change in the organization culture.
Every individual is impacted by it, and hence people love it.
I feel very happy. It's because some appreciation always makes you happy.
I love to give thank yous, and I love to get thank yous.
It's amazing that when I talk to the new people whom we are interviewing, everybody loves them. So it's also a great sales tool.
And beyond just that recognition, it's also a way of giving an actual tangible gift to someone by way of thank you.
I talk about this initiative with my friends who are CXOs in other organizations. They love it.
It's giving people like a feeling that they're valued.
It makes you feel good. It gives you a push. It gives you a motive to want to do and achieve more in the company, if you ask me.
It has triggered, it's had knock-on effects. It's triggered a greater desire to connect. People are no longer happy with emails or Skype audio, if we used to have. People now want to see each other. Skype video is now our choice in the organization. We've improved the tech to make it possible. People want to see each other, they want to connect. Other knock-on effects that create this positivity. Our all-company meeting was our CEO talking for an hour over some slides on WebEx every 2 months. And it put everyone to sleep and people stopped going and watching it. But so people said, I said, let's change that. Let's take the inspiration from Loy Life and change our all-company meeting. It's now called Loy Life Live. And every month the people contribute from around the business. They contribute things they want to share, videos, they make videos. And we have a 100% attendance rate. People want to. People have told me, please, can we never miss one? I've put together a little video montage, quickly, we're almost finished, of Loy Life Live.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy.
So, if you want to hear more, by the way, about what I've done, what we're doing, more about Beekeeper, you can find us at booth 410 at any time for the rest of the day. But that was a story about gratitude, about positivity, about trust, and about connection, but told in our own Loylogic way by the people of Loylogic. That was a story about gratitude, about positivity, about trust, and about connection. I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you for watching.